How y'all doing? If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. This is the fourth and final video from this single $30 bin of junk. We're going to break 300, maybe 4, we'll see. I'm optimistic. We're definitely going to break 300, and we're definitely getting it done in this video. I don't care how long it is. Might do some funny breaks just to save time. But here we go. Alright, we have a jar as Super Saver wallet. I always check wallets just in case. Nothing. Bank. Garbage. And a receipt from a fossil store. We have what used to be a weapon. You can see that end had something on it. It's like a 3-piece staff or something. We have a dinosaur head, tiny binoculars, a Eggo waffle, like a dollhouse. We got a very tiny gorilla, a very tiny Jango Fett or Mandalorian maybe, and a very tiny C-3PO. We'll keep those. Never know when that's going to come up. Do like a little, lot of 5 Star Wars. All right, we got a speeder bike. This is not vintage, I don't believe. So Kenner made the original sets. The plastic was not shiny like this though. So I'm guessing some kind of reproduction. So the fronts do come off. And then this piece also should come off. We know on this one. So unfortunately we have damage. Missing one of those. So I'll Google Lens it and see what we're doing with it. Alright, this is 2010 Legacy Collection vintage styled AT-AT Hoth speeder bike. Actually worth decent money out of the package if it wasn't broken, but not enough to make the front end resellable. So the whole thing goes for 14. If it's in good shape, I can list the front. Nobody's selling any parts, but realistically, I couldn't justify more than $7 for it. I'm not even going to bother. So that's going in the trash. We're going to the kids to goof around with for a day. A bag. Okay, this could be good. So, in the first video, not the second video, we ran into toxic toys. And this looks like another horror-themed toy set. Not into horror at all. This is recognizable. I'm going to miss it. A guy with like a robot hand. And these clip to his belt. Obviously, it's like really good quality paint job. Got a syringe in his hand. This is almost like Adeptus Mechanicus, but it's not over the top enough. So I'm guessing it's some kind of sci-fi horror, maybe. We got that even goes to this or what it is. You got some kind of like mummy with a head. Really like very, very intricate. It's not, generally when you talk about action figures, articulation is key. This is Like the details in the two spine bones. Like the details in the pants. You know, this isn't an action figure. This is a showpiece. We got... Okay, it's a Mcfarlene 98. So that's a very good name. I don't know if these go together. They're both 98. That makes a little more sense to have it this way. This is a scene of something. So we got pillars. This moves out. This presumably goes down, and then you hide stuff inside. Or work on the guy. We got like a meat hook. 98 still, so this looks like it's missing stuff. I get these posts that don't appear to go to anything. You got a bunch of saws, stuff like that, guts. This shouldn't be too hard to find. Then we can figure out what pieces we have. I do like that it was all in one bag, so it kind of implies it's all together. But I have no idea what this could be. So we're just gonna punch in a few things and see if something makes sense. It's not Leatherface, we know that. Putting in horror probably doesn't narrow it down much, but we got our guy, Frankenstein. That makes sense. You know, a different take with a dual-headed guy, but we got Frankenstein. He is complete. Because you can tell he's probably complete because his hands couldn't grip anything, right? So, not excited with that price point, but the Dr. Frankenstein playset, and we got 35, and then 30, and they both have a bunch of watchers. So we now know it's the Dr. Frankenstein playset. All right, get that narrowed down. 63 results on this. So this is what it should have. We got the poles. So he's supposed to stand in this. I don't know if this is assembled in anything that is correct. Oh yeah, maybe he goes inside here. The right height. The posts don't make a lot of sense. It looks like we got most of, if not all, the bits. Oh no. Oh, okay, never mind. That looked like it was fused to his hand, and I was wondering if it broke, but they have him holding the cleaver. Yeah, so it's like a cyberpunk take on Dr. Frankenstein. This guy put way too many pictures up. So you got 4 posts. You got lightning. That thing's attached. I'm assuming that's what it's attached with. Try to navigate this, but I can't see. Okay. So we have a saw, a vial, this thing, this thing, this thing. The guts aren't in there. That must go over here. All right, pegs into that. Oh, I bet the electricity goes between them. That would make sense. So we're missing like a knife. That kind of sucks. We have that. We have those. The guts were listed separate. We got those. That. Yup. That's the floor. We also have a hook that they don't have listed. Okay, we're missing one piece. Okay. And that's what we need to know. Alright, so at the end of the day, 63 of these. 8 sold, all in package. Ooh. 22 is the going rate. But outside the package, we could still do it. Really wish I knew what the posts go to. I don't know. Whatever. I'm wondering if that's not... Oh, the whole thing is up on a post. Okay. So you can do like a scene. All right, that makes sense. All right, so 22 in the box. I'm going to say we can move this for 15. If the point is to display it, it's like Funkos. They're not going to pay top dollar to rip it open. So at 15, we could get this sold. All right, moving on. Not be in the way. We've got one of these. I've already got 2 of these. The NJ Croce Bendable Superman. This is my 3rd one. And the other 2 have been listed a long time. This is a piece to the Ninja Turtles thing from the first video. This has got to be from Adventure Time 2012. Yeah, I have no idea who anybody is on the show. But it kind of has a distinctive look to it. My puppy is crying because I locked him out. If I let him in, he'll probably cry too. Who knows? Oh, sold. That's why we're not getting anything going. All right. So he's in this picture. Ice King. All right. 12 results. Wow. Wow. What the fuck? Some of these Funkos popped in this. Some of these have been very valuable. So 12 for sale. And we're looking like... I didn't even look at the lowest. 30... 25. 25 was the lowest. 12 for sale. 0 sold, but they popped up here. 28, 25. So the sell-through is more than 100%. 24, 25. Okay. This is going to move. Now, this is an example of very desirable. Obviously. I don't have to sell it for the lowest price. If I want to move it, I can. But if you look at what's on the board right now, we have one at 25, which they've been selling at. Then we got a 35, 37, and then it goes up from there. If I wanted to, I could put this at 40 bucks. And it might go. Now, again, we talk about people that collect things don't just collect one thing and one thing only. If I put it at 40, they might just add something else to a collection. Being as I'm already crushing it with this, we'll just do 25. That's what everybody else is doing. That works for me. Just get tantalizingly close to that 300. No. So this is an original. This is Archangel from X-Men from the 90s, I believe. Sesame Toy Biz 91. I had every figure except this one. You could not find this guy. They had these darts that went in here. He may still have value even with a broken wing, but I kind of doubt it. Depending on if you could fix a broken one with the wing. If you took apart a torso, you might be able to do that. So we're going to look at some examples of that, and then this is either vintage or faux vintage. No, this is original. This is an 88, really, really bad shape Raphael, and this is totally not his weapon, but if it's an 88, I'm hoping this goes to somebody. We're going to lens that. This Raphael is beat to shit, though. Alright. Let's try to get this out of his hand. And this looks like a G1 Transformer. Might not be. Might just be a knockoff. I don't see a Transformer logo on it, be it Decepticon or otherwise, so it may not be. It has a Phillips screw. All right, do some quick digging to not make this video super long. So, this is a soft head Raphael. These are more desirable, but he is so beat up. He has a hole through his head, for one thing. Cat definitely got to him, shoot off the tassel. He does have a belt. I may be able to salvage that, although it doesn't have a letter on it anymore. So he's probably not sellable, but we'll wait and see. This goes to a Battle Gear Leonardo 2004. We're to see if the rest of that gear or even that figure's in the box. We're not going to do anything with this yet. This is from Transformers Armada. It was a mini three-piece that came out in 2002. Sells better with the rest of them. I don't know if they're in there or not, but I'll just put it. He's $8 individually. Just so I could do that. Now, this is interesting. So this is the 1991 Archangel. There's two different ones. There's White Wing, and then there's Silver Wing. White Wing appears to be more sought after. Also, you're noticing the first two results have no wings. This is a very common problem, that the wings break off. So with White Wings out of box, no darts, 11. In box obviously is quite a bit of money. But yeah, with darts 14, with both wings, with one wing, people are selling them without wings. I could probably get something for this. Or just the wing itself. People do buy the wings as well. But let's go look at sold listings real quick. So 173 on this. So a wing for $8. I don't know how you get it out, but people apparently do. So And then ones with, that was dumb, $5. You lost money, bro. This came out years later, obviously. Yes, none of the ones with one wing are selling, but that's kind of expected, I guess. It is interesting that a singular wing sold. I may try to take this apart and get it out to see how easy or not easy it is, and then list the wing. I'd be the only game in town on it. So, not going to do that just yet, though. Let's get back to this. What we got? We have Wolverine movie. Wolverine. These aren't super valuable. I've run into him before, but he's going to be an easy $8. He's all there. Claws are all right. All right, we got Mega Man. Open for an old one, 2016. Look this up. Been having good luck with the Funkos in this batch. Also, some of the only stuff I've listed because I'm waiting on parts before I start listing everything. I've sold 2 listings out of this. Started 4 days ago listing these, and I've almost paid for the bin, so that's something. All right. So we're at Mega Man 102. Yeah, that's weird. The 102s. Oh, because he's using different. Yeah, okay. Using different upgrades, you can call them. So just the Mega Man. Looking about 12, 13. Really confusing where the number is shared, though. So 289, 36 sold. So offer accepted on this. I'm guessing I'm going to get $9 for it. So we're just going to put it down for that. It's timeless. Mega Man will be fine. What do we got here? Captain. He's got a black eye. DC. I was going to say it's the dude from Dodgeball. It's kind of a stretch, but with Funkos, you honestly have no clue. His name's probably not actually Captain anything. Is there a Captain Boomerang? There's an old school Marvel guy named Boomerang, who's a villain. 2016. I'm not going to be able to find whatever this is, so I'm just going to lens it. I'm at a loss on DC. Okay, Captain Boomerang. It's a thing. Suicide Squad. Did I know that? I watched that movie, like, not long ago. Alright, so we got Captain Boomerang. Immediately, looks like he's not a very strong seller. 110. 3 sold. Yeah, so I'm not even going to bother listing this guy, more than likely. He's the weak link of Suicide Squad, obviously. Old school ring cap. Nice. If I had a gun to go with them, I would wow my kids tomorrow morning. But I don't think there's going to be one in here. I wonder if these, like, cease to exist, right? Let's look that up. I'm curious, because I feel like those all went away at a point. Ring caps. Shots. Alright, so this is Super Bang ring caps. This is exactly what, oh, sorry, exactly what we have. People are bidding on this. $23. So they may have been outlawed at a point. I felt like that happened. But also, like, I feel like people talk about that kind of thing and it never does happen. This is interesting. Okay. 146 for sale. $180 sold. People are buying these. $10 a pack. I guess. I mean, can I mail these is the problem. I don't think I can. I don't think I want to find out, honestly. There's something up with this. This doesn't make sense. I'm gonna look it up. At $10, I mean, I might as well, but that seems like maybe you can't mail them anymore. Although all these people are obviously mailing them. And then we got a sealed Pez dispenser. I hate Pez. I got into this when I first started. Bought 5 gallons of Pez dispensers. One of my 1,000-day reviews, I threw away basically all of them that I had left. I didn't lose money, but I did sit on them for a while. So this is not even a year on here, I don't think. Made in China. Yeah, I'm just throwing it away. I'm not going to look at it. This is a G.I. Joe. This is Gen 1, I believe. 1988. I feel like they painted it, though. I don't think it's supposed to look like this. Like this weird transition. Maybe I'm thinking of a different G.I. Joe vehicle. So let's put in 88 vehicle here. The caps is interesting, though. We're going to have to look into that. All right. See if there's anything that looks like it. That is treads. Oh, so it's like a similar paint scheme. You know what? I bet it is. Because these mouths on the top don't make any sense. They had this and they put the stickers on this thing for some fucking reason. That's why it looks weird. Oh, here it is. So, the mouth is supposed to be up top, which is down here. 37 Tiger Force. Incomplete. So we're going to see if we got any parts. Now, I have had success just ripping these apart, but it doesn't look like there are really any pieces to it. Like this roll cage might be a piece. Yeah, the roll cage could pop out. Those look real quick at Tiger Force. So unfortunately, it's the whole series. Tiger Sting will hopefully knock this down a bit. 46, so this might be a rare one. If we had missiles, we'd probably be in business. We're missing the door, the roof. This guy has the stick. Yeah, so they fucked up the stickers is the problem. And like nobody has them the same way, but this is definitely wrong. So that was supposed to be like reversed, so it looks like a mouth going across. Obviously, there's no fixing that at this point, but all right. So if we have pieces to it, cool. We got 46 for sale. So we got this whole top section. That's kind of what I was looking for. If I can remove that, although the stickers are fucked up, so I'd have to be cheaper than this guy at 12. All right. Sold, we got 28. And this one's basically exactly the same as mine, other than the stickers. And it went for 28. All right, we'll have to go back, see what we can see with that. Almost done the bin, I think. Yeah, kind of at the bottom. Decimals here. All right, we got a. Is this a hero matcher? No, this is just a flash. I think I just sold this guy too, and he broke in transit, which sucked. One of the flashes. This is an OG Nightcrawler. I had this, I believe. I don't remember the ankle articulation, but no, it's 1996. He had a sword. The tail broke off, and he lit up. So I can see if he works. Obviously, if he had the sword, we're at a better spot. And this is a really nice Dr. Octopus from the movie. So he's missing pieces of his claws, though. But this is a really high-end figure. No. Claw articulation, the coat. Pronation in the toes. What is this? 2004. I gotta see if there's a maker mark. It just says Marvel. Alright. I'll pause and dig into this because we're running tight on time. So this is a Wally West Total Heroes Flash. He's going to go for $12. No accessories. He was kind of hard to find because one of his hands is out and the other one's a fist. It's kind of a unique figure, especially because the flashes all kind of look the same, honestly. That's what that is. This is actually not from the original set. The year should have tipped me off, but I didn't know how long they made that show. This is a classic reproduction of that figure because the sword was different. It was a basket hilt saber, and I think it clipped into his hand, so the hole was a little weird. So there's a fire sword that goes in this. I think the sword lights up when you hit the button. With tail, I can get $10 for him. And then we have Dr. Octopus. Obviously, he's not in great shape. There's a parts market for him, however. Pretty robust sales. 427 for sale, 80 sold. And this guy, I think I could get $22 out of. So these three together, we're at this. Into the home stretch here, we got no idea what this is. Seems old. Seems really old, actually. Rotating wrists. I don't know if it's just a reproduction of something. Has no markings at all, though. I don't like that the knees are plastic pegged. It makes me think this is a knockoff of something. We're gonna have to lens that, actually, because I really don't know. Could be like Ninja Gaiden. This looks really old, but it probably has no value. Whatever it is. I'm guessing you pull his tongue or push this, or it's like a broken pullback. We'll lens it just in case. A solar-powered doghouse. I'm sure that's garbage. And then we got Donnie. This is like Stunt Donnie or something like that. I think I have or had one of these for sale. Alright, so look this all up. So, this is Battle Biker Donnie. There are 100 of these for sale and 0 sold. So, we're not going to waste our time. This is, in fact, a knockoff called Ninja Action. Sold at Target. It is a no-name bullshit figure. Actually, my kids will think that's super cool. And this actually goes with that doghouse. It's also solar powered somehow, but whatever. Got 2 handfuls left. Not looking awesome for completing anything. Broken Rubik's Cube. A very dirty classic Batman with a cape. Capes are important. So usually chest articulation means it's a higher end figure. It also has pronation in the ankle. So this might be something. It probably goes with that Joker with the surf trunks. So I'll have to look him up. We got Nerf disc. We have like a vintage Captain America shield. 2011. It's weird because the Captain America we had does not have the shield. It's also very small. It says Hasbro. It says Marvel, so it does go to the figure. This is Deadpool. No. This is what the hell is this? A Black Bolt. Could be. But it's almost exactly the same as the DC guy, so it must be some DC guy. No, it says Marvel. 2012. I don't recognize this guy. Like a bullseye, bullseye kind of looks like there's not Daredevil. This is a cannon from the bus. Look these 3 items up quick. So this is the Patriot Shield 2011 figure. I didn't see the figure in there, and the shield won't move without it. This is Batman TV classic figure. Robustly sells, but generally in the package. I'm going to be able to sell him as a Batman figure, however, so I can get 8 out of him. And this is Giant Man, who is from the Ant-Man universe. I don't recognize him and don't know anything about him, but the figure actually sells pretty well. So I could get 12, 10, yeah, probably $10 out of him. So I'll put us here, and final handful. The straps from the bottom. We've got a bunch of those annoying cats. The broken... Oh. I thought that part snapped off entirely on the speeder. Where did I put that? Did I pitch that? It looked like it was broken. Hey, we're in business on this. Not the thing I wished I had found. But that puts us back on the board for that. It's 14. Another one of those Jada metal figs. I have a huge set of them now. We got weapons. We're gonna have to lens all of this stuff. That's obviously, I bet that goes to that giant figure from first or second episode. A missile. This could be critical given the decades across all this stuff. Whatever this is, again, I'll have to lens it. And then this looks like Xena Warrior Princess, but like, nah, this is old. Is this Hanna-Barbera? So like the wrists are made of rubber, but the torso is plastic. It has like a weird like stretchy action. What is this? Yeah, I feel like this is from the Hanna-Barbera cartoon series, since this is really old. This could be 70s. All right. Final stretch, I'm going to lens all these bits and bobs and we'll have a final total. I can tell you right now, I'm not completing fucking anything, unfortunately. But the total I have up there is with what I had on hand, basically. So, drum roll. Alright, so exciting conclusion. This is from a Raphael figure, a half side, I don't know why. This goes to that big Star Wars bounty hunter. Still not sellable. This could not be identified. It really does look like TMNT, but I can't find whose it is. Can't figure out what this missile goes to, which really sucks. But when I go through everything, I'll see if I see anything that's missing a missile. This is a piece to that Shellraiser vehicle. Finally, the last bit of money we make is a 1981 Tila figure from Masters of the Universe. Very worn. This is actually also supposed to be colored, like on the back. It's to the point I think it may have not been factory like done correctly, because there's really no reason. You almost couldn't take the finish off of this whole area unless you intentionally did so. And doesn't really sell for that much, honestly. So it's only going to be $8. So, our final video. A lot of work here, and I haven't listed most of it. So I'm just going to be chipping away at this over the next couple of weeks, getting it up online. But $30 spent, $349 all told. And again, this isn't going to happen overnight. I am going to be selling this stuff for years. However, putting $30 into something and getting $349 back into a side hustle that thrives on views, on sales, on feedback, you really can't beat that unless you sell drugs. So, thank you all for watching. If you like reseller content, like, subscribe, comment below, and I will see you next time.